It's 4 p.m. on a Friday. You've just poured a massive foundation slab. The crew is packing up, and you're about to head out when a sinking feeling hits you. Did anyone actually check the grade of the anchor bolts after the final concrete truck left? Was the concrete slump tested on the last few loads? You can't remember, and now that concrete is setting. This gut-wrenching moment is what we call checklist anxiety, and it's 100% preventable. A well-prepared checklist is more than a piece of paper. It's your institutional memory, your quality gate, and your best defense against the countless small details that can derail a multi-million-dollar project. In this video, I'm going to show you not just how to make a checklist, but how to create a powerful system that your entire team will rely on to deliver flawless work on time and on budget. Before we write a single line, we need to understand the philosophy behind a good construction checklist. It's not a novel. It's a tool for verification, not a comprehensive instruction manual. The goal is to catch critical errors before they become buried in concrete or hidden behind drywall. A powerful checklist is simple, precise, and practical. It uses clear, binary language. Yes or no, pass or fail, checked or not checked. It focuses on the killer items, the steps that, if missed, could cause serious harm or catastrophic failure. It should be fast to use, ideally fitting on a single page for a given task. And most importantly, it must be a living document, updated based on lessons learned from the field. A common mistake is creating a gigantic 50-item checklist for a daily walkthrough that nobody has time to complete. That checklist will end up in a drawer useless. The key is to have different checklists for different frequencies and purposes. Let's start at the very beginning with a pre-construction mobilization checklist. This is your project launchpad. It ensures you're not starting the race with your shoelaces tied together. This checklist is used before any equipment even arrives on site. Key items include: verify all permits are on site and displayed. Confirm the surveyor has set out primary control points and benchmarks, and you verified them. Ensure the site is properly fenced and safety signage is installed. Confirm all utilities have been located and marked. Check that soil investigation reports have been reviewed and any required mitigation is planned. Verify that all subcontractors have submitted their certificates of insurance and approved method statements. Confirm the construction drawing register is up to date and everyone has the latest revisions. A pro tip from veteran project managers: use this checklist in your very first meeting with the entire site team and subcontractors. This aligns everyone from day one and establishes a culture of thoroughness. Once the project is live, your most frequently used tool will be the daily site activity checklist. This is often a two-part form that also serves as a diary. It's completed by the site engineer or supervisor at the start and end of each day. The morning section focuses on preparation. Check the day's work schedule and confirm the required crews and materials are on site. Review the weather forecast. Conduct a toolbox talk with the relevant teams for the day's high-risk activities. Verify that all necessary equipment is functional and has current inspection tags. The afternoon section is for verification and look ahead. Verify that the work completed matches the day's plan and is according to spec. Note any delays, accidents, or near misses. Identify any materials needed for the next 48 hours to avoid downtime. Check that the site was tidied up and all tools and materials were secured. This daily habit is what prevents small issues from snowballing into major project crises. Now let's talk about the checklists that protect quality and safety, the inspection and test plan (ITP) checklists. These are highly specific, technical checklists tied to major work items. They are your quality gates. For example, you would have a dedicated pre-concrete pour checklist. This is non-negotiable. Items include formwork checked for alignment, cleanliness, and adequate all reinforcement confirmed to be correct grade, size, spacing, and cover with a signed-off reinforcement inspection report. Embedda, conduits, and blockouts verified for location and fixity. Final survey check completed for levels and set out. Concrete mix design and delivery tickets on site. Placement method and vibration equipment confirmed. By going through this list item by item, you transform a stressful, chaotic pour into a controlled, verified process. Similarly, you need checklists for safety inspections. These are weekly walks focusing solely on hazards. Are guardrails in place at all open edges? Are excavations properly shored or sloped? Are electrical cords undamaged and elevated? Is PPE being used correctly? Are fire extinguishers accessible and charged? This checklist forces you to look for things that become invisible through familiarity, preventing accidents before they happen. As the project nears completion, the nature of your checklist changes. This is where the snagging list or punch list comes in. The snagging list is a specialized checklist for identifying incomplete or defective work. It's typically generated by the project manager or architect during a final walkthrough. The key to a good snagging list is extreme specificity. Instead of fix wall, it should read patch and repaint 150 mm scratch on wall surface in room 104, east wall, 1.5 m from the northeast corner. It should be categorized by trade electrical, carpentry, painting, and by location floor, room number. Using a digital checklist app that can attach photos and assign responsibilities to specific subcontractors is a game changer here, as it creates immediate accountability and a clear audit trail. Finally, we have the project handover checklist. This is your closing ceremony, ensuring you tie up all loose ends before demobilizing. Items include: confirm all snagging list items are 100% completed and signed off. Collect all operation and maintenance manuals from subcontractors and suppliers. Ensure all as-built drawings have been submitted and updated in the BIM model. Verify that all required warranties and guarantees are compiled and handed over. Confirm final cleaning of the building is complete. Arrange and document the client training session for building systems. A pro tip from construction lawyers: the handover checklist and the documentation you gather with it is your primary legal defense against post-construction claims. A thorough handover process builds tremendous trust with the client and paves the way for future work. In conclusion, preparing checklists for your construction process is not about creating paperwork. It's about building a system of verified quality. It's the discipline that turns complex, chaotic projects into a series of manageable, verifiable steps. The most successful site engineers and project managers I know are not the ones who remember everything. They are the ones who have built a system so they don't have to remember everything. They have freed up their mental bandwidth for solving unexpected problems, not worrying about the mundane but critical details. Start small. Take one repetitive task on your site this week, like the daily startup or the pre-pour check, and turn it into a simple one-page checklist. Use it relentlessly for a month. You will be shocked at how many errors it catches and how much confidence it gives you and your team. Now I want to hear from you. What is the most critical checklist you use on your projects, and what one item on it has saved you from a major mistake? Let me know in the comments below. If this guide to building your own checklist was helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content that helps you build your career one verified step at a time.